Good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday on this wonderful Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Good to see you all. Let me just see if everyone can hear loud and clear. Looks like we got a lot of people showed up this morning. Very impressed. Good, good, good. I guess I don't know if you guys are just excited to be trading and being back here, or you've seen the market down. You're like, what the hell's going on? We're down by 800 points. You know what? I always say this. Unfortunately, catastrophes do make opportunities. Good to see you, Norman. Good to see you, Brian, Grant, everybody, Gene, everyone here on YouTube, Facebook Live. Welcome back. So we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Listen, some of you very new here to Cyber Trade University. Some of you have been here for a while. You've seen some of the good things that happen, some of the bad things that are happening, and we all know if you've been following the news. There's been this new Delta variant virus that's out in South Africa, and they're really, really concerned. So, which gives you every reason why you want to just, sit home, live in your little bubble right now and just trade the market, And there's a lot of people out there that are a little concerned about, like, what am I doing with my stocks? I mean, do I trade these stocks? Do I get out of them? And so on. And let me tell you, I learned something new every catastrophe. Okay. Now, I live here in New York. We got hit really hard with COVID and so on, but it's not as bad as it was. But the thing is, new strains, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an analyst, but what I do is there's a lot of smart people out there. You see what happens with the market. The trend is your friend. Don't sit there and try to figure it out on your own, because you will lose every time. Okay. It's okay to be, it's not okay to be, a leader. You have to be a follower in the trading business. And that's the way I have to look at it. The biggest thing I always learn in trading that I learned from my mentors, and I say it all the time, I say it in class, what I've learned is that once you think you know something about the market, you're going to lose. You're going to lose all your money. Why? Because it's not what you think, it's what they think. And that's what you have to look at it. So, listen, you can see there's a lot of reds going on. There's a lot of stocks that are benefiting from it, and there's a lot of them that are going to get hurt from it. So you got to have to take it with a grain of salt, everybody, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. Now, regarding about some of the things that we traded on Wednesday, there were a couple of stocks that did make some nice moves. I want to touch upon that. And then don't forget, everybody, today at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to have one of the biggest sales here at Cyber Trade University in 25 years. And you do not want to miss it. If you can't make it, and, we will have it recorded. You might not get some of the promos, early bird discount being there, the doorbusters ones, but definitely go out there, watch it. I think, and this goes for platinum students. This goes for gold students. This goes for people that are on YouTube, Facebook Live, people that are new here. We really, really want you guys to take this opportunity, especially after you see what's been going on. Don't screw this up, all right? So a couple of things that we traded on on Wednesday, I'm sorry, and I just want to talk about them. The LGVN was a really nice moving stock. You could see it here. On the long-term chart, the stock was literally just started from about $3, and the stock literally went to high as about 45. Really, really nice move on Friday. And I keep saying Friday, Wednesday. I feel, you know what? There's no one here in my building. I think I'm one of the only few. The staff of CTU, we let them work from home. I'm like the only one here, but shows you how committed I am to be with you guys. But the whole building was like empty. It was empty. I wonder why. All right, so we got that stock that moved pretty well. We also had the GOEV that did move pretty well also. Let me move our 2-day chart so you can see a little bit what happened on that Wednesday. Am I going back? There we go. So you can see the stock had also a really nice move from 1120 all the way up to about 1240, and then we had the BFRI, which also had a really nice move on Wednesday, but it's also starting to move again today. You could see that, there's certain times during the pre-market that which, by the way, we're going to have a really big, cool promo for you guys today on pre-market, our alert service. But you could see from the 8 o'clock, that big move in pre-market, its stock ran from $5 up to $8. And it doesn't look as pretty when you look at it in that perspective, but it sure looks a lot better when you look at right here. Great great shake right here. double top, boom, right when it hit like 560, thing ran $8, holding here a little strong. Remember, the more you get closer to the open, the more volatile they get. So that's basically, and by the way, this is also going back on the watch list. Now, what's trading on this morning? So we're going to talk a little bit about those. So, I mean, obviously we got the BFRI, and when I was looking over here on the iceberg orders, there is a 30,000 share seller sitting right now around $8. So he was there around 8:30, came in a little bit early around 8:30. He's pretty much the one that's kind of holding it back. There's not really that many big sellers. When you think 30,000, what we trade, you're like, is that really a big iceberg order? When everyone's showing tier size of 100, 300, maybe 1,000, 30,000 is about 30 to 300 times more the average. Yes, it is an iceberg order, okay? So, and that's something that we kind of cover. I know Josh spent a lot of time talking about it, you know, in class if you were a student, because this is basically we have to learn in these workshops. So that one's moving pretty well. Yes, Lita, I got that stock ISPC also on the watch list. I'm going to check that out too. But thanks for bringing that up, Lita. So we got that one. We got the OCU OCUP. That was another one I forgot to mention from yesterday. From Wednesday that moved also, OCUP. And yeah, that stock, it looks like it tried to make a little bit of move. I might put this on the B list. You know, I'm going to probably put this on the B list. I thought it actually was moving pretty well around 845. You could see it ran from 410 to about almost 450. Now she's starting to make a double top. I might pass on it. GOVX, another stock that's moving pretty good here in pre-market. 815 stock ran from 440 to about 580. She's starting to bend down a little bit. Looks like she tested some resistance levels back here in November. That one looks pretty good too. We're going to keep an eye on that one. Listen, we talked about this last, you know, what happened this week. I said, listen, there's a lot of stocks that might be on the B list and the C list. And all of a sudden, when the market opens up, they start picking up. And the ones that look the most attractive in pre-market, sometimes they die in pre-market. I mean, when the market opens up. So you got to be careful with that. Stock, this one here is another, took a very big hit, a $6 stock down to $1. TOMZ, nice spread. Looks like a level 1 stock for some of you out there. That one looks pretty good. APT is another one that also gapped up this morning. She looks like she just made a move right now. Went from like 640 up to 720. Look at that. Big drop, about 40 cents right when it hit that 720. There was a big iceberg order out there too. Where is he now? Is he still there? I'm just going to check over here on level 4. Not really. I don't like the tier size. There was a couple of big iceberg orders out here. I don't know if I really call an iceberg order. 6,000. I see a couple of reds right there. I see a couple of ladders, but maybe not. Okay, so that one's not terrible. We'll put that one on the B list. Now, Lita brought up the ISPC. You know, that stock just had a really, really nice pop. Really like that one, yes. And if you look at there also, guess what? It's got a Fausto flag, okay? That's another thing that we cover when we teach you about the consolidation. So, yes, nice call on that one. That one's really, that one obviously went from the B list to the A list. AHPI. This one also gapped up. We traded the stock back in July, ran from $4 to about $16. She looks like she has some resistance levels here at 10. Pretty volatile. It's probably a category 4 stock. Be very careful of that one. Now let me talk about COVID. All right. So listen, unfortunately, catastrophes do make opportunities, and there are stocks out there that are going to benefit from it. Okay. So let's start talking about some of them. Moderna is doing pretty well. Moderna almost went down to $200, a $500 stock. That's a pretty substantial drop, about $300, you know, from its highs. Looks like it keeps hitting a gap fill. These stocks are going to benefit from it. Another stock, Pfizer, another one. They said they're working on that new Delta variant and might be a pretty good. Looks like the stock is doing very, very well. It started making some really good moves. You could see that stock is, you know, I mean, that was a really good swing trade right there, and it might still be. Okay, so stocks up $3, just broke a major resistance around 50. I know that we were talking a little bit about it. They said they might have the, well, you know, they said, I think they said it had a pill regarding about the after effect. I don't know, but Pfizer, I mean, listen, it's not a $500 stock, but that one's doing pretty well. And listen, Zoom, okay, Zoom is also, listen, they do a lockdown. These stocks are obviously going to benefit from it. Kids are going to start doing Zoom meetings. Remember, Zoom was one of our stocks that we traded. Unfortunately, I got out a little too early. It's a bad thing about being a day trader. You're a little too conservative sometimes. So you're like always worrying about taking the money. So we're not very speculative as much. But I don't know if that's a bad thing. But this stock obviously benefiting from it, and anything that will benefit from it would be that if there was a lockdown or whatever it is, and online sales, obviously maybe like an Amazon's, anything that's doing online sales will benefit from it. So and including these virus stocks, also these vaccine stocks. So that's another thing I look at. So if it does get worse, you know what? Before it gets better, listen, the more it gets advertised on TV and the more they keep talking about it, the more these companies are going to benefit. And unfortunately, other companies are going to get crushed by it. We had a really, really, really big rally, because of when we start coming out on a lockdown. But you're going into Christmas right now. There's no worse time than to hear something like that happens now. All right, guys, so let's go back. I think we got everything. Chris says, could you check out the NR? Let me go check that one out for you. The NR GD. So no, it's not doing anything. Oil took a big hit. Obviously, he's taking a hit right now. You could see that it was down like $3-4 because of it. That's another thing that could be affected by it. Airlines, travel, hotels, all that stuff. So listen, there could be great opportunities to go short. Doesn't make you a bad person not to do it. All right. Now, regarding about today, before we go, everybody, don't forget 2:00. We have an open house regarding about the big Black Friday event. Don't miss that. And secondly, today the market closed at 1:00. So if you're new to how to trade on a half a day, we're usually pretty active over the course of the whole day. You might get a little slow down in the middle of the day, but usually it picks up and it picks up in the beginning and it just keeps going till 1:00. All right. And you know what? We're having some really good markets going on right now. So with the market, being on a Black Friday, being down almost 800 points, could be a pretty fun day. So let's go out there and make some money. All right, guys? Be safe. See you back at 2:00. Enjoy it. And for everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll, like I said, hopefully see you there too. Good luck, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Black Friday.